Good evening, everyone. Saturday evening. I know it may not feel like it, but it is. This is the middle of your weekend. And you poor creators are stuck with me. Let's give a few shout outs before we get started here. So, evening to Alan Knox, who is watching. Alan says, good evening, Valerie, Roy, and Lisa. Joshua Morris is watching. Sammy Bones, Roberta Baird, and Eddie Baird. Joan Strawbridge, Robert Goldsmith. William Smith, Harry MacArthur is watching in Glasgow, as always. Trevor Monaghan, Billy King, Jennifer McAllister, everyone's watching from Craigenee. Robert Moore, Lindsay Graham says, great music to start off. That was, of course, Dunloy. Will probably be due to change or start music next weekend or something. Eddie Turnan's watching. Carl Porter, Willie John Daly. Willie, we have your clip on this evening. Davy, your Pritchard. I think we also have one of yours on as well. China is watching. China, sorry, you didn't win this morning. That was really disappointing for you in your first match, but I'm sure your GAA team will do better the next time. Ian Todd is watching from Banbridge.
You keep up with the scores.
So I have no idea. I can't understand them. They're like a maths puzzle. Campbell Stephen is watching from Glasgow. Muriel Quinn is watching. Alex Wales, Robert Geddes, Mary McKee, Roy McPeak. Oh, you're watching, Roy. Lovely, lovely. Davy Semple says, good afternoon, evening from Macrofelt. Having a few wee ones with Alan and the wife. You kind of have to, don't you? Alan Knox said, oh no, you're answering Jean Kerr. Sorry there.
We've got Tasha Brennan from the USA. We've got Tasha Brennan from Cleveland, USA.
Oh, wow. Welcome aboard, Tasha. Glad to have you with us. We'll get to music eventually. I just need to get through a lot of these texts before I lose them. Hi to Jacqueline Bennett, who's watching from Ballyclare, Victoria. Davy Logan is watching. William Adams, Roy Patterson, Joel Jackson, Jim Elliott. Ronnie says he's watching with his whiskey and beer. Hi to both you and Anne down there in Port Rush. I believe Neil is down that direction at the moment in the caravan, and Roy's only after telling me he's going down tomorrow a wee scoot just to get out of the house. Ray King is watching from Sunderland. June Jackson watching from Liverpool. Oh, Gillian says that unfortunately folks not going to make it tonight. Vestibular neuritis 1, Jensen 0. Have a good night. We're going to be sleeping here. Oh, tell Jensen we're all asking for him. I hope everyone saw Jensen's video that he had sent me this morning, last night. I can't remember when I got it sent, but I posted it today, where he does a brilliant job there. So, Jensen, we're all thinking about you. So don't worry, you can watch it and repeat. You can't miss the bands that much.
I'm guessing China's shop wasn't too busy today if he's home already and all his cash counted. I'm watching the show. Because normally he's still counting the money to 9 o'clock at night, so that's why he doesn't join us till later. That's true.
But then again, maybe his shop was closed this morning because he was playing GAA. So.
That's true. Forgot about that.
Yeah. Andy says, good to see another Hindman on here. Thought all the others kicked with the wrong foot. I'm exactly the same with the surname Quinn. If you're not related to me, you're the other kind. It's as simple as that. Victoria Sheridan is watching us. It's Jordan MacArthur, Alan McElravy, Ian McAllister, Joanne Burtney, William Adams says, go easy on the whiskey, Ronnie. Mark Freeburn is watching from Market Hill. Alistair McKellar is watching tonight from Edinburgh. Leslie Bailey, Joan Sullivan. Sylvia Slane is watching in Cookstown. Joy Cullen, Morris Work, William Fenton, Ruth Watson. Simon McCauley is watching in East Belfast. Lindsay Graham says good evening to listening to great bands from all Ardcliffe LOL, Ardcliffe LOL 1017 and Ardcliffe RBP 439. Roy Patterson, hi Val and Roy, so that's from the US. Hiya Roy. John is watching from Liverpool. Good leaving. I'm on time tonight. I'm glad to hear it, John, because that was 2 nights of lines that you got. I'm going to pause there.
And Rebecca and Jordan's in Ballymena.
Okay, good. Not Cullybaggett tonight.
No, they're in Ballymena tonight. But
okay, I'm going to make a few from some more of those because I could spend all night just reading out messages. So we are doing our Lockdown 12 review. We're looking at all the videos of all the bands that had been put out over the weekend, the 11th, 12th type setup. And I have some good news for you. We're going to have to do a third night. We have so many clips. Like last night we did 27 different clips, believe it or not. It took nearly 2 hours. Tonight we had 50 to go through, or actually more than 50 because I found a few more after that. So I said, look, we're not even going to attempt to get those all in one night. We're going to do Friday night as well for the same thing. And then Lisa is picking up the rest of Saturday night for me as well. So there's a few I've got in there that people have requested, but then Lisa's going to pick the rest for me. So we're really looking forward to that. But as always, we're going to start off tonight's show with the bands who should have had a parade tonight. So first up on the list, Portrush Sons of Ulster should have had their very popular parade tonight in Portrush. Now, I was sent a message last night just at the very last moment to say hello to a couple of bands who were down in Portrush in prep for it. Even though the parade's not on, they were still keeping up their routines and coming down. Apologies for not shouting out last night. I just didn't have time before the end of the show. So I'm giving you a shout out this evening. Hope you're enjoying yourself down there and having a good time. So this is Portrush Sons of Ulster finishing their own parade in 2018. And of course, that was from 2018 with all the crowds at the side of the street. I have to say, as bands people, you must all be so looking forward to getting back on the road and getting back to seeing people at the side of the road as well, because I'm sure it was very strange on the 12th day parading in places without anyone standing around. A few more text messages, then we'll go on to the next tune. Joy Collins says, good evening, everyone from Sunny Kilkeen. James and Sharon Norris say good evening. Carl Clyde says, hi, Valerie. Paul and Carl from Limavady are here and waiting for you and Roy to start. We absolutely love this. Thank you. I'm so glad that you enjoy it, because that's really all it was for. It was kind of to distract us on Friday and Saturday nights when we would normally be running about the country and getting listening to great music and meeting up with friends that we normally have. And I have to say, through all the comments and that, I get to recognize so many of your names that are coming up week in, week out. It almost feels like I know you all. So I could pass you in the street and not have a clue. So I'm depending on you to speak to us if you ever see us out, either myself or Roy, wherever we may be. Jordan MacArthur is also watching from Glasgow. Jasmine Cullen is watching. Hope you saw yourself last night, Jasmine. Edward Fallows is watching from a wet Winsford. Matthew Wiley is watching in Belfast. Kenny Dummigan is in Larne, the home of Dummigan's accordion. Oh no, I've read out Gillian's. David McGaffin says, evening everyone, as does Ian Nicholson and Keith Allison. William Fenton says, hi, Valerie from a sunny Portland own. Alistair Armstrong is watching in Ballyclare. And Jennifer Ralston is watching in Larkhall. Great to hear from you all. I do love to see the messages and see them come through. As I say, we become so familiar with the names. Joel Jackson is watching in Ballykelly. Alan Finlay is in Limavady. David Clark is all excited for East Skull Young Loyalists because they are on the show tonight. Yes, we have them. Billy McDonald and Hugh Solomon say, hi everyone. Hugh is watching in Loyalist Clackmanahan. Claire Sweeney is watching around the corner. Claire, you could come around the corner and just, like sit in studio, so, as they say. Susan Sweeney is watching again from Liverpool.
And take over the mic.
Yeah, you could. Feel free. Feel free. Susan Sweeney is watching from Liverpool. Glad to have you with us again, Susan. Craig Balance is watching, as is Rebecca Marks and Jordan, as Roy mentioned. Mick McDowell is watching from Blackburn and West Lothian. Billy Hill is watching. Billy, I know your profile says Billy Hill, but you're always William Hill to me. I think it's just the fact that that's what your mother called you. John China is extremely excited about the GAA that he played today. There's my wee alarm going. Yule Kirkpatrick is watching. Hi, Yule. We missed our 12th morning slabbering session the whole way into the town this year. Adrian McVeigh is watching. Ricky Tosh, Beth Blair, Davy Hagan. Davy, I have a message. I have a question. I had someone on wanting to know is... I'll PM you. Doesn't matter. Billy's watching from the sunny port. Billy King says China doesn't count as money, he weighs it. I think you're right. And China says, if we don't play us, I'll steal your wheelie bin. Well, China, you're just going to have to watch all night to see. So let's get on to our next band. Tonight should also have been the Parade for Drum Accordion. Now, we had a wee bit of a debate last night about whether it should have been tonight or last night. And we were looking, trying to find out, were we playing it on the wrong night or whatever, or what we were doing. And one of their comments was thanking everybody for attending their parade on the Saturday night. So we think it should have been the Saturday night, but regardless, we're going to play them this weekend anyway. This is them playing at Rusnaula in 2018. That wee hill in Rusnaula is not so bad coming down it, but it's not as fun going back up the hill again at the end of the night, or at the end of the day. David Johnson is watching in Enniskillen, as is Gina Cochran here in Coleraine. Davy Logan is watching. Sharon Kerr wants to know, do we have any FPB? I don't think we actually have any of the SPB on tonight. I don't remember seeing a video of them over the 12th. William Adams wants to know, can we play something from Mill? I take it that's Milltown accordion, you mean, William? Again, I don't think I saw any videos of them, so they may not have been out over the 12th. So tonight we are only doing clips of bands that played over the 12th weekend. Dylan Johnson wants to know any of Ballysillan volunteers. I do know that there's a clip somewhere, whether it's on tonight or next Friday night. I'm not sure, Dylan. I can't honestly say. Aine McKee's watching. Hiya, Aine, as is Catherine Carruthers, Trevor McFarlane, Sandra Thompson. Oh, was it last night? Did we play the clip of Ballysillan last night? Oh, thanks for letting us know, Alistair. So sorry, Dylan, we played them last night. You can see it on repeat. Jude wants to know, have we entered Bangor Prod Boys? Again, I don't know. I haven't seen a clip of them over the 12th, Jude. They may have been out. They may just not have got the clips on. Sharon Kerr is watching from Sunny Hornchurch in Essex. Now, the last tune we're going to play tonight from host bands isn't actually really a band, but anyone around the North Coast area knows that we used to have 3 cancer research parades every year. Now it's down to 2 because the one in Bushmills doesn't happen anymore, which is a pity. But there's always a cancer parade in Garva, which should have been tonight. And there's also a cancer parade in Ballymoney, which is on the 1st of August. So in order to mark the cancer parade in Garva tonight, we're going to have a little clip of the mass bands leading it from 2017.
And if you look very close at the start of this clip, you will see the members of the virtual band parade. I'll leave you to make up your mind who's who.
Do we? You are an absolute raker, Roy McPeak. And no, Jean, I was not Minnie Mouse, and Sammy, I was not Peppa Pig neither. I wasn't any of those. You're a bad article, Roy. You really are a bad article. Dylan Johnson's estimate was the tune Build My Gallows. Dylan, that was a whole night away. There's no way I remember who that was. You're just going to have to go on to the repeat and watch it. And see who it was. I have no idea. Philip is saying hello from Randallstown. Joe Crawford has sent us a wee link. I think from seeing the wee private message pop up there, Joe, you sent us a link of Constable Anderson. We have a link of them. We have a clip of them in either tonight or Friday night. I can't remember. Jim Stuart Hendry is watching from Scotland. He says good evening. He loves the bands. Jim Werner is watching from Malay. Isabel Montgomery from Belfast. Eddie's looking for a bit of Ballyhalbert. Do you know something, Eddie? I don't think I have any clips of Ballyhalbert. If you can find a clip of them from the 12th day, send it over to you, because we've got so many clips that we're going to have a third night of this carry on. I thought I was finished listening to renditions of the Sash, but we're going to have a third night. Jose is watching. Jose, stay tuned. There might be a few people on this you recognise tonight. Keith Weir is watching from Dromore in County Down, and Yvonne Johnson is in good old jolly Falkirk. Rebecca says she usually sees Roy and B&M and Ballymena. Is that when he's shoplifting, Rebecca?
That's when I'm going buying all my rainbow drops.
Oh, is that where you get them? Is that where you get them? I'm
Yeah.
going to have to send Drew on a wee mission.
Packs of, well, normally, because I end up buying like the last 5 bags of 4 every time I go in.
And they're the big packets or the wee ones? The big ones, aren't they, you get? I could only get the wee ones the last time I sent Drew for them.
Are those size?
Oh, the big ones. Oh, I just love rainbow drops. Oh, stop eating those and making me jealous. Victoria says that if we walked past her, they would go, "Oi, Valerie, Roy, it's us." I hope you would, because otherwise I haven't a clue who you are.
Yeah,
but now you'll never see Roy and I together. Roy will be away with Michelle somewhere. He usually travels further than I do. I don't tend to go that far because the time it comes to a Friday night and Saturday night, I'm knackered. Just work far too hard. Kenny Dummigan says we're all doing a good job. Thank you, Kenny. Cameron Russell is watching from Clydebank in Scotland. And Gordon Hodgkiss is watching. Welcome. John Higgins, Paul Donaldson watching faithfully again. Brilliant to have you all back. And we must be doing something right if you come back more than once. Though we're not doing anything. We're just pulling the clips together and letting you guys see them. So speaking of clips, our first clip that we're going to cover tonight from the 12th period is from Red Hand Defenders Downpatrick. This is actually their lodge posted this clip onto Facebook, and they said, many thanks to them for parading the clock, and it was greatly appreciated. It was also wonderful to see the amount of people that come out to watch the band parade in Village and had posted a clip of the band playing. And I think it really, it did the hearts of people good who are in bands, knowing how much they were missed and by seeing how keen the crowd were to see them on the 12th day. Of course, observing social distancing. We can't forget about that. But this is Red Hand Defenders Downpatrick on the 12th day. Great to see all the wee kids outside the road with the Union Jacks. I have to say, I think people made an extra effort this year to have Union Jacks and to have flags and bunting and all that. I know I certainly did. And it would be great to see that every year, I have to say. Wesley Runner Park Hill is watching from Londonderry. Gary Denham is watching from Scotland. Sammy says, Roy, if you're ever in the co-op, said hi. I'm Sammy. I'll be on the tills in Brushean Street. So anyone who's watching from Ballymena, if you're ever in this co-op, go and say hi to Sammy. Reggie Cullen says, good evening all. Jean Kerr says, Liz Below, I love going to drama. It's always a great night. Guy Donnelly is watching from Port Russia. Take it, Guy. You're down Port Russia. You're either Port Russia, Coleraine, you're somewhere local. Jim McCall says, great music as usual. Ian Todd says, China mentioned 10 times already. I should rename the show in his honour. Now that he's gone to the GAA, how can I not talk about that, Ian? I mean, there's no way we could not talk about China. Did you see the picture that someone sent last night? It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And of course, the next person, 2 or 3 people down from your comment, it's a comment from China. He says they've never played in a foreign country. You actually should, China. You actually should. Go down to one of the wee border county parades because you would have a blast. It is just so completely different from a Belfast parade. Guy Denham is making up for the lack of parading by walking around Whiteless Wind Farm in Scotland with bands on in his headphones. Well, at least you're still listening, Guy. Diane Steele says, good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? Henrietta Costello Cunningham is watching from Ballymoney. Keith McCormick says, sorry I'm a little late tonight, but I was uploading a video to my YouTube channel of a film I done this day last year, a celebration of marching bands in Portrush. Have a wee look, you will enjoy. We'll have to check that out. Definitely will, Keith. Carol Porter says she loves to see the border county bands. Charlie Reynolds is watching. And Robert says he's doing well because he's seen himself in the first clip. Brenda wants to know any of Black Hill accordions. Stay tuned. There's a clip, definitely, whether it's tonight or next Friday night, I don't know. Because we just have all of these clips and then I figure out, okay, we're going to play this in different places. We don't know. Lindsay Dunbar says, Fruits of Drums are watching from Coleraine and Portrush tonight. No parade on, but the hotels are booked, so why not? Yes, that's the message that I saw last night. I just came in at the last minute, Lindsay, so I couldn't give it a shout out, but I did mention you earlier on. So why not take your phones and parade around Portrush listening to the bands instead? And here's one for you to listen to. I think you would enjoy parading with this one. This is Born Young Defenders, and I believe this might be on the 12th morning Ilkin Key. Great there from Pride of Bad. No, it's not Pride of Bad. It's Born Young Defenders. Oh my goodness, I very nearly made a very bad mistake there.
You'd have had Craig nearly jumping into the screen there.
Joshua would have had my head. Now, Jim McCaw says a wee bit of Carrick Defenders flip band would be great. Now there's definitely a Carrick band on either tonight or tomorrow night, and there was one on last night, but don't ask me which one was which because I just can't remember. Dan Steele wants to know any star of the row. We have looked out a clip, but again, Diane, I can't remember whether it's tonight or tomorrow night. Carrick Fergus Defenders is tonight. I've just saw it at the bottom of my screen. Star of the row, I don't know. It could be tomorrow night. I'm not sure. Or next Friday night. I'm not doing anything tomorrow night. Jack Kearney is watching. Hiya, Jackie. Sprig is watching there from Cookstown, looking for Cookstown Grands. Sprig, we're doing 12th clips. I'm not sure. We's out on the 12th day. I'm sure you probably were. I haven't seen any clips as yet. William says he saw a great clip of SPB on Facebook out on the 12th day with 2 bass drums. We'll have to have a wee look for that. Gormy is watching. Hiya, Gormy. Michael Callan wants to know, will I play Joe McDonald? I think you are obviously a troll, Michael, so we'll just have to get rid of you. Lorraine Boyd Gordon is watching. She says, just home from work and couldn't wait to get tuned in. Anna is watching. She is age 3. She's watching and loving the bands in Rich Hill. Glad to see it. Hiya, Anna. Hope you're enjoying the bands. Muriel says one good thing about the lockdown 12th is that the celebrations were spread across most towns instead of just 3 or 4 places. Yeah, it's normally 17. And she wrote 6 or 7, and I read out 3 or 4. I don't know how that worked.
And it's not maybe 17. Well, that's what happens when you go towards Coleraine. Sort of, it's like a different time zone. I'm surprised you've actually got electricity up there. Have you got wee hamsters? Or is Kirsten, I know what it is. You've Kirsten and Craig running to keep the internet going.
I do, boy. They're on treadmill while we speak. Now, hold on. There's another troll, Roy. Did you get the first one?
I've got
There's
one.
another one.
I've got one out. He tagged.
Aidan Nutley.
He tagged a few people. I blocked him and got rid of him. So
right,
he was given loads of angry faces, and as soon as I blocked him, the angry faces just sort of stopped midstream.
Yeah,
so.
There was one up above that. Michael Callahan.
We should let them listen. Let them experience culture at its truest.
I just want to ignore them, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Right, Lorraine is looking for Donegal accordion. Lorraine, I don't think we have a clip of them at all. Jim McCaw is watching in Jordanstown. Nicola McElravy is watching. Hiya, Nicola. Robert Goldsmith says the legend on the bass, so we're obviously talking about Stanley there. Can I beat a bit of Black Skull Glasgow, said Brian Mackay. Keep up the good work. Right, so let's have another little clip. So the next clip is Belfast Band. This one is Pride of the Shore.
Uncle William's not on the bass drum, I think. Yeah, he is. He is? Is it? Yeah. Oh, Mason's on this side, too, when we shall see him. Or is Mason out on the side?
Great playing. The videoing leaves a little bit but it's a clip, so we're glad to play it. We're only too happy to play it.
We do apologise this evening for some of the clips that are bouncy, to say the least. We have tried to pick the least bounciest ones, and a little thing from me, folks. Anybody that is tending to video bands, please hold your phone in that direction, not that direction. Especially if you're going to be uploading the clip to Facebook or YouTube or anything like that. You get more of the band in if you do it that way.
That's exactly the way. No, I didn't. The Freeman I actually did them horizontal. I listened to all of your lectures for a change. Evelyn Ovington Gare says, "Evening all. I'm sorry I'm late. Smack hand. Evelyn, you know the drill by now. You've been watching it long enough to know by now. It's lines. You don't get slapped. We don't believe in corporal punishment, but you definitely get lines, okay? Mark Collins says he's watching in Loyalist Carrickfergus, hoping to see the Carrick defenders tonight. Robert Goldsmith says he didn't have that many flags up. Some of those houses were great, weren't they? They were really, really good. China says, I hope your toilet leaks. Why am I getting abuse now, China? Why am I getting abuse now? Lynn Fitchie says, hello. Reese McElwain says, boo. Thomas Mills is watching from Larne and County Antrim. Margaret Clown says, hi, this is a great link. Enjoying the bands playing. I'm in my bed in hospital and it really cheered me up from Glasgow. Well, delighted that you're having a little bit of cheering up from us, Margaret. Don't listen to Roy because he's just a wee bit, screwed in the head. And hopefully you are out of hospital and feeling better soon and on the road to recovery.
Me? Screwed in the head?
No, Margaret's
No, you said
hospital.
don't listen to Roy because you're a bit screwed in the head.
Aye. It's true.
That's what I get for spending 19 weeks every Friday and Saturday night with you.
That's why you have to be screwed in the head to do that.
Yeah, I now feel empathy and I feel really sorry for poor Drew.
He loves every minute of it. John Kelly says, hi from sunny Glasgow. Robert Goldsmith says that More Young Defenders are the best melody band in the country with a fantastic colour party. Susan Stanfield McCann is watching. Susan, you're late. What is going on here? Raymond Newell likes More Young Defenders' new drums. Was that new drums that they had out for the 12th day?
Yes.
I didn't.
Do you not see the pictures of the new drums?
No, I didn't. Trolling through my Facebook is a nightmare to actually see anything sensible. Lindsay Dunbar says, thanks, Val. We missed the start of the show tonight. That's great, but who is this Val you're thinking? No idea who that is. Jacqueline Graham is watching in Spain. Hiya, Jacqueline. Oh, I'm so jealous. So jealous. William Callahan says he really enjoys parading our Raffo and always a great reception. Alan Knox agrees that More Young Defenders are the best melody flute band in the country. Now, speaking of Alan and Brian Emerson are two of our huge Silver Band fans, and we can't have a virtual band parade without silver bands, even though we have many real band parades without silver bands. So guys, get out more on the road. But we could only find wee short clips of silver bands. We know that they did some things on the 12th and over that period, but we just can't find clips of them. So this is Bon Silver, and it's a wee short clip, just slightly under a minute. I mean, rule was always a minute. So you silver bands are like, these are the rogues. You are breaking all the rules here. But this is Hamilton. I'm assuming it's Hamilton's Bon, but it's just called Bon Silver. Nice to hear the sash on the silver there for a change. Lisa says that I nearly started a war by almost calling More Young Defenders Pride of Ballinran. Joshua says I was about to give them a compliment comparing them to Ballinran. I'm going to be being completely neutral on that one. Keith Bruce is watching. He says that Leeds are champions. You wouldn't be a Leeds fan by any chance, Brucey, huh? By the time you were back in the band full time, hopefully being out over the 12th period has given you the itch to get back again, and many, many more others. If you have really missed the bands, get yourself signed up now so that you're practicing, and when the bands are back out, that you are ready to go. Similar to these guys in North Ballymena, who were parading on the Monday, which was our 12th day, even though it was the 13th. So this is North Ballymena Protestant Boys. we seem to have lost that one. Whatever's going on there. Okay. So we will carry on with the next clip. Hopefully, Roy, unless you can recover that. Oh, this is an aerial one.
YouTube. Yeah, this is it's my video. I'm trying to play it off YouTube. Give me 2 seconds and I think I've got it saved on my hard drive, so I'll take it off it instead.
Would you want to play the next clip and then you can work that out in the background?
No, I haven't got the next clip loaded up, so I'll just take it. Well, I only load one clip at a time, Valerie. Val.
Oh, dear. Well, while we're waiting, I'll read out a few more of the messages. William Bradshaw is watching. Hiya, William. I haven't seen you in ages. Sammy Bones said that it took 16 years too long for Leeds to become champions. Johnson says Linda J is watching for Alloa. Hello, everyone, for Woodness, says Roy Walker. And Stephen Feely is asking for any Miller Memorial footage on the 12th. You should have been watching last night, Stephen, because we had the Miller Memorial on. Ronnie says Rafo is one of the best towns in Ulster. William Callahan. Keith Briss says no sea naturals in Coleraine. Brissy, what are you on about? Are you mean when they're playing on the flutes? Is that what you're on about? I don't know. Plenty of sea naturals in my accordions. Not that much. David Mulligan and Eddie Torney are at you. They say they are, it wasn't trolls that was on the show commenting. They are China's new GAA teammates. That's brilliant. Well done.
Already when you are.
Okay, so hopefully now this is North Ballymena Protestant Boys. Fingers crossed. So that was Roy's aerial photography, and then the sound that you were listening to was also an audio clip of the band, because Roy's only one person, they can't do both things at the one time.
What I have to say as well is that the reason I used the sash on that one is Darren, who carries the standard, it was his son's first parade for North Ballymena Protestant Boys, and he also was doing lead tip for that. That was at the end of the parade when they played the sash. And that was his first time lead tipping, and is also his very first parade for North Ballymena Protestant Boys, and he done really, really well. Well
done. Always good to hear. Jacqueline Graham's asking, have we got any of Albert Bridge Accordion Band? No, I haven't seen any. So as yet. Sammy Bones said Neil Lennon sent them on to see good music in colours. Just ignore them, they're trolls. Violet Baxter is watching from Pontefract in England. Tad Adamson is watching from his house, and a cup of tea. I could go with a cup of tea. I wonder if I shout it into Drew, would he make me a cup of tea? Doubt it. Pride of the Shore is going well, says David Milligan. You see, I'm still trying to get through all these texts, so these are quite old. Diane is feeling sorry for China. Do not feel sorry for him in the slightest, Diane. He deserves everything he gets. William Smith says, hope you're playing the clip of the East and your man in the pink t-shirt tonight. We are. We absolutely are. Andy Parr is watching from Saffron Walden in Essex. My best friend, ex-best friend after this comment says, Roy, try going out for her with a day. Out for a day with her. I didn't read right the first time.
There's something with a really story going on here, because it's your mum, your sister, now your best friend, all saying you're really hard to get on with. There's a theme going on there, Valerie.
I know. I think I'm very easy to get on with. And speaking of which, let's go to the next clip. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Change the subject completely. This is Orange Fields, sent in by Joshua Morris, and this is them on the 12th day.
Orangefield I've got lined up. I've missed one. I've done a Valerie.
Who are we having now?
Where is
We
it?
haven't decided that.
No. It's I've actually skipped two. It's actually the ballad.
Okay. Oh, well, I have to say something before this clip.
Yeah,
so this
exactly.
clip is a very special one that was sent in to us. So I'm sure you saw me post on the page during the week about Harry MacArthur, who is celebrating 70 years in Queen Elizabeth Accordion Band, which I thought was fantastic. I didn't think it could be beat. However, it can. So Tracy Allen sent this clip for us of Ballyfrennis Accordion Band. And it features Tommy Newell. Tommy joined the band at the age of 4 years old. He's been in the band for 80 years. God love him. He suffers from dementia. And at the age of 84, he is still playing the accordion. Have a wee look at this clip. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? 84 years young, still playing the accordion, and even with dementia is remembering the tunes on the accordion. There's something that there's links between music and dementia and how it can help and all that kind of stuff. But that is just fantastic. I think that is absolutely brilliant. That is Tommy Newell, folks. Been in the band since the age of 4, and he is now 84 years young. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. 80 years. Do you think, Roy, will China be in a band 80 years? When you're 84, China, are you going to be in a band? Might as well pick on you.
Well, I was going to ask you what it's like to be in a band at 84, and you could tell us.
I sincerely hope I'm still able to play an accordion at 84, never mind being in a band. My goodness. Niall wants to know, was that a slip up from you? Niall, you know the score. You know the score. You just have to work with it.
It
David
was
Milligan
YouTube,
said that,
not me. Because the clip
We were
played
having-
perfectly after I put it from the hard drive.
David Mulligan says we were having a commercial break, drum tuning back on at Sandy Row Marching Band supplies from next week. William Walmut is wanting to know if any of Dervick Young Defenders. He's watching from Kilmarnock. Wally McCluskey is watching. Hope the Baba, hopefully Sam is down sleeping. Wally, either that or you're introducing him to the bands early, which is fantastic. China, have you had a few beverages today? His text reads, love you, Valerie, up the leads in the keel. We are always there when needed. By the way, listen out for a wee bit of Mr. Tom in the near future. County Londonderries can't play. I think that should be a C natural. Tad Adamson wants to know, can we play the national anthem at the end of your great programme every Friday and Saturday night, just like a parade does? No, Tad, because I'm a great believer in that the very last tune of the night should be God Save the Queen. However, I don't know what you're going to do after this. So therefore, I don't feel that I can play it. Plus the fact that I'm playing music after this as well. So
We'll make a deal. Our very last virtual band parade, we'll play the Queen.
Yes, we could do that. We could do that.
Once parading's back to normal and we no longer need the virtual band parade on Friday, Saturday night, the very last tune we'll play the national anthem, because that'll be mark the end of it.
Carl Robinson is watching in Liverpool. Eddie Torney says that I don't hate East Belfast Protestant Boys as much as I do Ballyhalbert. I'm still waiting on the clip of us she promised would be on. I don't have a clip of Ballyhalbert from the 12th day, Eddie, but I did say that the next time we're having a normal night's parading, you will be on it. Lisa, make sure that Ballyhalbert are on next Saturday night. Claire Cochrane is asking for any Pride of the Band. Pride of the Band, actually. Yes, tune after next. China says, Val, any chance? I don't know who this Val is, but there is a clip of East Belfast Protestant Boys on this evening, China. Okay? Calm the jets. Thomas Mills wants to know, have you any of my old band, Pride of the Valley Teenies? Again, what we're doing tonight is clips from the 12th day. And speaking of which, let's go to this next one. This was sent in by Joshua Morris and is Orangefield. little bit of wind noise, but otherwise still a fantastic clip there. Joshua said it's not his own video, but he had to share it because it was the only band he watched parading Kilkeel on the 12th day. Margaret says, thanks for playing Ballyfriend's accordion band. Tommy is a legend and can still play. Absolutely fantastic, filled with admiration. And please do pass on all the comments from all the viewers earlier on, because there was just loads of comments about how fantastic he was. And absolutely, somebody made a comment there about younger band members should be taken note. Absolutely. Not even younger band members, us, you know, like in our late teenage years, like myself, and maybe our middle-aged years, like, you know, well, I was going to say Roy's sort of like near pension age. So, but even we should be listening, because if Tommy can do it at 84, then there's no excuse for us, really, is there? Anybody want an accordion player? Now, David Milligan wants to know, Valerie, give a shout out to my big daughter Terry. She's just home from nursing in the City Hospital and gets stick from her workmates about her dad coming on this. Well, the good thing about it is, David, that obviously her workmates are watching it as well, so that they can see that you're commenting. So that's good.
That's always good.
Niall says, Roy's on fire. I see smoke. Put that man out. Good bucket of water through round and we'll do the very best. Naomi Murdoch wants to know any Casserole loyal star. Now, you're going back a few years here, Naomi. I don't believe they were out in the 12th day this year, but one band that were, of course, Pride of the Band. And this is a clip sent in by Willie John Daly. So I hope you're still watching, Willie. So for those of you who are just joining, Kathy Mann has asked, is this live now? No, Kathy, this is not live. This is video clips of bands that were performing on the 12th day, or over the 12th weekend at the very least.
And you're not live either, because you're just an animation.
I only wish I had a clone of me that I could just send off to do all the things I don't want to do. That would be class. Sammy says, maybe, oh no, that's Craigie Warren you're talking about. Somebody was saying about play Craigie Warren, and Sammy says it was his wee band. He lived in that state for the first 14 years. Now, where are we going to now? Let's see. We are going to our next band. We're going to stay local again. The next band is probably one of my favourites. Though I have many favourites, I have to say. But this is Drumahagle's Young Defenders. I believe this clip is from them in Balnamore in the morning of the 12th.
And they're playing your favourite tune too.
Oh, tell me they're not playing Sash. Oh no. Roy and Lisa, will you do me a favour, please, for the rest of the year that we're on here? No more sash, okay?
I'm going to make sure every other tune is the sash.
I don't have to listen to that anymore because the 12th day clips that everybody picked, the 75 bands, I think there was like about 60 of them played the sash, 65 played the sash. Oh, I was sick of listening to it by the end of that. Oh, dear. Now, and I've still tonight and Friday night to go. Roy, we'll maybe do the birthdays after this because I forgot birthdays last night, so I can only apologise, and Billy has just come up there with another birthday, but I can only apologise to those whose birthdays I should have done last night. I totally forgot, but we will do them after this next tune. So this next tune is one of Roy's.
Yes, and I do have to put a disclaimer out for this one. This is actually the second video that I've had to make of Lisburn Young Defenders. You know that band that you put off the road? They're clearly on the road. Because it wasn't a full clip, so Valley wouldn't play it last night. So I redid the clip again. It's some drone footage. The drone footage doesn't match what the band is playing on the road, but you will see the band playing the end of the tune outside Lisburn Orange Hall. Again, this is from Monday. And look at the weather there was in Lisburn on Monday. Everywhere else, see rain and dark clouds. This beautiful sunshine in Lisburn.
I'm just listening to all the excuses you're making.
There's no excuses.
Yes, it's excuses. Play the clip and let us decide. Okay, folks, let us know whether you think Roy's aerial work and his videography and his studio skills are up to scratch. Let us know what you think. general consensus of opinion is that you done not too bad, Roy.
Thank you very much. It's only the second. It's really only the second time I've ever had that drawn out, and I'm starting to get better with the controls of it, and also trying to pick up sort of drone footage of bands that's slightly different. And
I like seeing drone footage, and it's becoming more and more popular. And it's got to the stage now where I actually watch clips of bands and go, that would be class to have drone footage of it. But I do have to ask. I can see Joanne and Ian and Robert on the channel there commenting. So tell me this: were you inferior lives with him flying that thing over your head?
I have to say a massive thank you to Lisburn Young Defenders, A, for inviting me down, and B, for allowing me to fly the drone. Now, at some stages, that drone was literally 3 or 4 feet above their head, and per Naomi, there's a clip there where the drone's coming flying right towards her, and you can just see the fear in her face. And I'm
not surprised.
But it can't.
There's no way.
It's got sensors on it, so it can't fly into somebody. It can't land down on somebody because the sensor stops it, and the sensors stop it from flying into somebody. So I felt safe in that respect, but massive thank you to Lisburn, and there will be a lot more drone footage of Lisburn Young Defenders in the coming time.
I have to say that sensors or not, I wouldn't trust you flying over my head with a drone. Definitely not. Absolutely not. Now, where are we going to go next? Let's go to Newton Ards. Sorry? Birthdays. Oh my goodness, yes. Good man, Roy, good man. Now, I had a couple of birthdays. This should have been done last weekend, and I missed it. So Joshua Morris had wanted a birthday shout out to Auntie Yvonne Morris, a member of Ballymejock Accordion, who is celebrating her 40th birthday on Tuesday past there. So happy birthday, Yvonne. I hope you spoiled her, Joshua, for her birthday. And Jane Kerr wants to know, Valerie, could you include Lauren Kerr, my granddaughter, in your birthdays this weekend? She is 23 on Monday, the 20th of July. So this coming Monday, and is a flag girl in South Fermanagh loyalist. So absolutely delighted to do that. I got a message last night, so again, I don't know how I managed to forget about the birthdays, from Ian Todd, who apparently is my #1 fan, and it's his birthday as well, so happy birthday, Ian. The dogs have more fans than I have. This is a true story, right? So I'm terrified of somebody stealing my flags and my bunting all outside the house. So I said to do the day, go on out and take that down just in case, because I don't want to give them anything for their bonfires. So he was out taking this down, and 2 guys come down past the road and they went, oh no, don't take it down, leave it up. And he was like, oh well, look, I've got my orders. The boss says it has to come down. And of course, Kirsten and Craig went running over to the gate, as they always do, and bark, 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 bark. And the guy turned around and says, you two could keep quiet. I heard you on the radio the other day. Which is brilliant. I'm so tickled by that. I think that is fantastic. Now, Sammy Neal wants to wish Justin Dunlop a happy 70th birthday. And Billy Sheen would like to wish Irene Sheen a happy 65th birthday, and they are watching in Tenerife. So happy birthday to you all. I hope that you are having a wonderful time, or have had a wonderful time if it's past, or are going to have a wonderful time if it's coming. So happy birthday to everyone who's having a birthday from all of us here at Ulster Bands Forum, and I'm sure for all the listeners as well. Happy birthday to you all, and apologising for forgetting completely all about it last night. So where are we going to now? I've lost my list. We are going to go to Newton Ards next. So this is now, the clip was sent to me with the words Newton Ards ex-serviceman. So I'm not sure which band it actually is, but this is from Newton Ards anyway. So I hope all you guys from Newton Ards are watching and are happy tonight. I can't pick on My head's gone. Can't pick on you tonight. You're just out of hospital, so I'm going to be nice to you. So here's a little clip from Leonard's. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm not too sure who that was. As I say, it was only described to me as ex-servicemen's band. Cheryl, yeah, that's how it is. But they seem to have a band uniform on. I'm not sure. Somebody can explain it to me or keep me right. Now, where are we going next? Time for a little pipe band. So Lisa found this one, which was really brilliant because I hadn't found any up until now. This is the Blair Jubilee Pipe Band playing on the 12th of July, 13th of July.
Try Bar Jubilee, not Blair Jubilee.
Oh, did I say Blair? Apologies. Bar Jubilee. Renaming bands right, left and centre. So this is the Bar Jubilee Pipe Band playing on the 13th. Nice to hear the skirl of the pipes. Nice change from the flutes and the accordion. So just looking for a name here. Shout out to Adrian McMahon, says happy birthday to Stephen of Red Hand Defenders Newton Stewart. And apparently, Lindsay Dunbar, it is your birthday as well. You kept that very quiet with all the rest of your wee comments. So happy birthday to you both. Glad Hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful time. Now, I'm just realising the time. It's nearly past, and we've got loads of clips still to get through. So let's rush on quickly to another one. Mark Collins, this is one I think that you sent in. This is Carrickfergus Defenders. Wee bit wobbly in the camera work there, but still great playing from Carrickfergus Defenders. Carl says she loves to see the bar band with all the wee young drum majors. It's fantastic to see them all out, and hopefully they stay with the band until they're 84, like Tommy. Now, let's get moving quickly on to the next one. We did choice of clips of this band, which was strange because usually we're kind of struggling to find a clip of bands on the 12th day. But this one, we had 2 clips, so we picked the really enjoyable one of them. This is Pride of the Raven. Lovely rendition there of Highland Cathedral by Pride of the Raven. Excuse me. There was a comment I wanted to put out. Yeah, Robert Goldsmith says that any band that set foot on the road for the 12th celebration deserves our thanks. Absolutely. They are, you don't realize how much you miss them until they're no longer there. And then it's so lovely to get seeing them. It absolutely was. Now, let's get rushing on because we've got loads and loads of clips still to cover and we're running out of time. So the next band, Caesar, I saw you coming on a few moments ago. Hopefully you're still watching. This is your clip of Lambeg, Orange and Blue playing in Lisburn.
Right, that's a crack.
Gillian Black says that's Highland Cathedral by the Pride of the Raven is her favourite tune. Lots of slagging going on the night. David Milligan says there must be some favouritism. Caesar Kenny and Graham waited 4 weeks and got us playing a hymn last night. Roy must like you more. What's this whole Roy business? Has me picked them?
David, I did not pick. David, I will not say I did not pick the things. Mind you, the one of the Grands where the bust the bass drum, I did pick it a few weeks ago whenever we played.
All right. Okay.
They burst the bass drum in it, and unfortunately I had picked that. I hadn't realised that they'd burst the drum in it until.
Was I there? Did I see that?
Yes, you did.
All right. Okay. I can't remember yesterday, never mind a few weeks ago. Jennifer McAllister says to give a shout out to William Tannehill in Canada. So hi, William. It's lovely to have you on board. We're getting lots of Canadian viewers, which is fantastic. A lot of slagging going on there between Stephen and China. Stephen wants to know, has he missed China's waving video? However, I just have to clarify, China is not waving on it. He's not even flitting. He's just laughing. And when you see the video, you'll see why. China is he's band hopping again. It's not that long ago he was joining the GERT. So now is he joining Miller Memorial? My goodness, China, stick to one band. You'll soon nearly have as many uniforms as Joshua. Now, last night, Garth was on. So Garth, I hope you're watching tonight. Give us a wee shout if you are. And he had posted a clip after the 12th day with the blisters on his heels. And honest to goodness, they must have been that size. They were huge, huge blisters. rookie mistake, wear new boots on the 12th day. Really, really bad mistake. But then he said about getting a wee clip of RSV Kilkeel. So Joy Collins sent us this wee one for you, Joshua, Gareth. Hopefully it makes your heels feel a little bit better. Anyway, this is RSV Kilkeel. Great there to see a member of the Ladies Lodge wearing her sash proudly in the band. Fantastic to see. Now, where are we going to go next? A little bit of silver. Now, this is it is a silver band on the 12th day. They say they didn't do the 12th, which was on the 13th, but it didn't happen anyway. So they had a few clips, snaps and pictures and that there that they did, the 12th of home, so the 12th at home. So they put it to a little clip of music. Guys, next time you're doing a video like that, there, do the whole chin. Loads of clips. We could have got watching all of them. Very enjoyable there. Now, the next band coming up is from Armagh. This is Cormine, Rising Sons of William, and they're playing on the 12th day.
Go, go, I go, 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 go. Go, go.
Again, just a wee short clip, and the next one is a wee short clip, but it is definitely worth of watching. So In this next clip, when you're watching the clip, on the pavement, you will see a gentleman sitting in one of those folding camp chairs. It's not often I say to don't watch the band, but watch the guy on the folding camp chair because you just about see him, and then watch the first flutter in the ranks, Mr. China, and see how much laughing and pointing he does at this poor guy. Have a look at this. This is East Belfast Protestant Boys. China, spend less time pointing out the guys who fall at the side of the road and more time fluting. I thought that was so funny. I've watched it about a dozen times, and I don't know which is funnier, the guy falling or the reaction of the band, because they just like lost half the flute corps in one fell swoop. Now, time for an accordion band. The next band is parading in Randallstown, and this is Staffordstown Accordion. All I can say is, folks, whenever you go to the Union Jack shop in East Belfast, make sure you count your change, because China says they only had 30 out that day. As Lisa says, 30 drummers. Yeah, 30 drummers in their own. Now, thank you to Staffordstown Accordion Band there, playing absolutely brilliant. I love the way they always go all out on the 12th day with the wee ribbons on the accordion and all that there. Now, let's see where we're going next. The next clip, Roy, hopefully I have managed to give you the right starting point on this one. I don't know. This is Highfield Loyalists, and they took the opportunity to surprise one of their members, one of their older supporters, at her caravan park. So the first few seconds of this is focusing on them, and then you get to see the band as they come up the road. So this is Highfield Loyalists in Liverpool. Brilliant to see the reaction of people like that there who just get so excited to see bands. And if you were watching last night, you'll remember our video clip from one of the residential homes where the loyalty and just love of the bands were so obvious from the residents in there. Now, where are we going to go next? We are going to go, oh, Rebecca, I hope you're still watching, because we're going to go to Callybaggy. This is Callybaggy Defenders, and sent in by Rebecca Marks.
It's Callybaggy Band, not Callybaggy Defenders. I think it's just Callybaggy Band.
Apologies. there, Rebecca. That will keep you happy having Cullibaggy on this evening. Now, the next one is Maeve Cullen Accordion Band, probably a band that most of us wouldn't get to see very often. This is them playing at Clare Corner on the 12th day. Only a couple more times I'm going to have to listen to that tune, I hope. It's terrible because it's the most well-known Orange tune, but I think that's because it's abused so much and people don't know the words and it can be quite repetitive and boring. I think that's why I don't like it. I don't know. Sentiments, yes, but you know, we've got better tunes. Now, let's see where we're going. Yes. Now, there's a little bit of story between this next band. Okay. So, Jose, I hope you are still watching. So, for years, Davy Clark, who's an ex-Sharpshooter member, has had visitors from Scotland coming over on the 11th and 12th. Mainly guys and girls from the Black Skull Glasgow band. And this was always called Cathy's Day. And Davy's wife, Cathy, sadly passed away 2 years ago from cancer. So since the 12th parades, etc., were all cancelled for this year, the guys all still came across, and it was decided that we would, or they would, the text says we would, but it was they would, make up a band formed up of some ex-Sharpshooters, some East Belfast Protestant boys, along with current Black Skull members, young loyalist Pollock, and members of the Flutes and Fifes and Drums, Belfast. So, as well as putting money together, or the band together after only 2 or 3 practices, it was decided that we would raise money for the NI Hospice with the sale of t-shirts, shorts and flags, and along with the donations, an incredible £1,600 was raised for NI Hospice, a truly remarkable amount. So this is a special day in memory of a special woman, and they called it Cathy's Day 2020, the year that never was. This is East Skull Young Loyalists. fantastic there for 2 or 3 practices. The Winnie Boys just 3 together, so they're obviously very talented musicians, and hopefully some of them who are ex-members that'll give them back the taste again, and they'll go back to be current members. Now, David Sheridan, let me see, where are you at? Yes, David Sheridan said that he needed to hear the sash a bit more as he hasn't learnt it all yet. So David, the next time I don't know you, but the next time you're ever out, Victoria, you point them out to me. And then David, I want you to give me a full rendition of singing the sash, verses and everything, okay? No messing out, no chorus only, the whole work. So that's a definite. You're going to have to do that. Now, we've come to our last tune this evening. Eddie says, since so many don't know all the words to the sash, perhaps Valerie could give us a wee rendition some night.
No.
No. However, if you do want to learn the words, they are all on our YouTube channel from the 11th night Loyalist karaoke thing that we did. So all the words for all of those old songs are on our YouTube channel. So we've come to our last piece of the night, which is hopefully not the sash, but anyway, it's the last piece of the night. Because we have had so many clips of bands on the 12th weekend, we're going to have to do another night. We're going to have to stick with the sash for another night. I promise, I hope that will be the last of it. So next Friday night, we're going to finish off with the remainder of our clips. I think I've got another 27, 28 there as well. And then on the Saturday night, Lisa is going to be picking the remainder of her clips. So we have some people that have requested ones, Lincoln. And definitely Ballyhalbert will be in there, Eddie, because I know that Lisa is on the case as we speak.
So, Rascal. Can
Sorry?
they be on the list? Competitive Mean and Rascal be on the list too?
Oh, shush you. Just you worry about your drone work. Now, let's see. Hope to see you all again next Friday night. My head's just completely gone now. And we're going to finish off this evening with, this is from Derg Loyalist Katie, and I'm not too sure where they're playing because they always have their parade outside the village. So is this in the village or is it in the neighbouring village? Maybe somebody knows and can let me know. But this is a great way to finish off our evening this evening. Thank you all for being with us, and we will hopefully see you all on Friday night. But in the meantime, have a great week, folks. Keep the flutes to the myth because we're coming to the tune.
All
It was when England's glorious sun in 1688 was overcast with treason's cloud and popery stood elate, that up arose her Protestants, the peasant and the peer, and vowed the chain of perjure James that they would not dainty wear. They sought them out a prudent chief to guide their ardent zeal, to lead them on that victory might bless their flashing steel. And who so fit to guide that host in all its bright array as William, Prince of Orange, ere he landed at Torbay? Then up arose the mighty chief and left his native shore, and rode upon the stormy waves our freedom to restore. Upon his flag was blazoned forth, high fluttering o'er the main, that our religion and our laws he ever would maintain. 'Twas then in gallant style he stood upon the vessel's prow, with victory on his flashing sword and wisdom on his brow. And tens of thousands greeted him upon his natal day, when he, our glorious Orange chief, first landed at Torbay. Come, brethren of the Orange bond, a bond ne'er to be riven. Whene'er we give great William's name, a bumper must be given. For if you'd fire a fou de joie to him who victory won, come prime and load and see you give charge unto your gun. The eloquence of bumpers full there's nothing can surpass. There's naught expresses kindred soul like friendship's social glass. And thus we give our song and toast with 3 times 3 huzzah, the memory of King William and his landing at Torbay. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay.